Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to another late night recording of SOMA. Simon and Catherine are going to Theta, where they hope to find the Dunbat, a vehicle made for extreme pressure environments. Only with the Dunbat will they be able to enter the Abyss and find the Lost Ark. Recaps. Yeah, access granted. Achievement unlocked, the Dunbat. I guess we got it already. I doubt it, but I still got the achievement for it, so... That does not look like a waterproof camera, MK.
Hello? Anyone there?
If there's anyone there, they're dead or evil.
We found Theta.
I expect evil robots everywhere. I see that there's a fire hydrant and that smashing is an option. Are there any bodies? I was told that you can interact with anybody. I see a thing down there. My door tool. It's not good enough. Fire extinguisher, much like the beginning of the game. Except this fire extinguisher is white. I didn't even have to throw it. That's the best. Excuse me. Cali air. Humidifier. I didn't know California was at the bottom of the ocean. I know it's probably just from California. Pathos 2? Or is it Pathos? Much logistics. It's an... Oh, it's not an apple. It's a squeezy ball. I still like the noises that it makes. Can I read these papers? Does not appear so. So what was I supposed to do? Oh, okay.
We're here? We're here! Okay, great. Time to hijack ourselves a submarine. There will be nothing stopping us when we have the Dunbat.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here.
I doubt it.
What makes this one so special?
It's the only transport that can go into the Abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get the Ark down the Abyss in the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Didn't realize that was an option. Kath, what's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, you know, like real life, but slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark just walk around pretending it's the real world?
You don't have to pretend, it's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself?
Yes. Attached to a probe fueled by solar panels, it could survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing. Just thinking about the Earth being what it is and us setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's...
Heroic.
At least it feels worth doing.
Here we go. The Dunbat. Ah, damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's... It's quarantined. Hold on. We need a security cipher.
How bad is it?
It's we don't write these things down type of bad.
Maybe someone's still around who can tell us what it is.
Sure. Let's go with that. I'll just unlock the other doors for you so you can explore the station.
This is creepy super bad all over it. Also, since she said we won't run into any problems, I am expecting ample problems once we get this thing.
We need to find someone who knows the cipher. It's the only way to fire up the Dunbat.
Also, quarantine scares me. Who has to hop through windows? Aw, there's lighting options too. I'm gonna leave the lights off, because that way if there's evil bads... Okay, that doesn't open. If there's evil bads, it's easier for me to hide. I'd just as soon turn all the lights off and live in the dark. Of course I can't hop down here. Hello! Fire extinguisher from before. I must now go this way. I feel naked without my Omni tool, and it doesn't even help me kill things. We are in creepy crawling mode. And we are looking for static.
What happened to all the people?
This place looks deserted.
There's dialogue, we're
It
safe.
doesn't make any sense. Theta is clearly the best option for survival.
Maybe survival wasn't an option. Do I still have a flashlight? Fya! Oh my god, a water bottle! I never thought we'd see water ever again. I see that I can unlock that up there, for it has one of those magnetic press things on it.
Where the hell did they all go?
If Theta is out of the picture, where would you go?
Probably Lambda or Omicron?
Well, we've seen Lambda already. So maybe Omicron.
Okay, I hear tentacle beds too. And I don't like the flickering that the lights just did. I never thought I'd be a robot that was afraid of getting eaten by something. Especially other robots. Guy Conrad.
I'm worried we won't find anyone.
Maybe they all helped out with the Ark.
Heading to town? Well, it seems excessive, but not out of the question.
Or they all died? I mean, I'm not trying to be pessimistic or anything. It would be great if they all lived. But I don't see how they'd have enough food to live this long. You know, assuming the evil bad monsters didn't get them. Or the infections. Or the comet destroying everything else. Well, I mean, I guess they were all underwater, and that's totally fine. Omnitool? Or is this a map? Master tool safety. Nah, that's schematics. I see this person was an engineer. Nadine Masters. I don't get to know who Nadine is. But we do get to go into Catherine Chun's room.
Hey, that's my room.
Bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just memories.
Oh, it's one of the thingies. I got one of these in my room. Except it's black.
I seriously doubt you'll find anything useful in there.
I have found something useful. All the clothing. Pillows! That actually looks... I don't know why this pillow looks comfortable. Much whimsical today, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just tired. Been too sick lately. She's sure she doesn't want any of
We
this.
have a lot of toys.
There's gotta be something really cool. What a waste of space. She has like one thing in each drawer. You could easily fit all of this in one of them.
You don't have to search my room. We'll get by.
I don't believe you. What is this? I must discover all of your secrets. Imogen Reed tested a machine today. It was clearly corrupted by WoW. But more importantly, it was assembled in a seemingly primitive way. Like someone had specifically created it for WoW to steal. When activated, the machine mimicked the room and Reed along with it. At some point she was scanned and then loaded as a simulation inside the digital space. The presentation shocked Reed and was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. After dissecting the vivarium machine that Reed activated, it's clear that WoW copied my capsule project to construct the scene to hold the Reed simulation. It's actually very similar in its construction, except for one point. Where my capsule houses flat people constructed from model neurographs, the Vivarian's brain scan lives on. It isn't limited by its content. from the originating brain scan read emerged. The read inside the vivarium was a perfect copy. I have it. I can save humanity. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of the Pathos 2. I can't figure out how it worked with the vivarium, but I can replicate WoW's scanning technique using the pilot seats. They're already prepared with the type of electromagnetic drums needed. It was even easier than I thought. The pilot seats are already set to allow the diffraction and high energy needed to capture the scan. I suspect the WoW has been using the seat to steal scans from us for a while. I guess that explains the mockingbirds. The WoW must have stolen scans from people using the pilot seat and used it as a basis for intelligence in the machines. With a surprising positive reaction from the team, we have now officially started the ARC project. We are to scan all the people we can find and load them into the capsule. Then we will launch it into space using the space gun. It's nice to think that something will live on like that. Mark Sarang killed himself after his scan. He has been suggesting everyone should kill themselves as it would somehow allow them to actually get on the ARC. I'm not sure how that would work. It did trigger a lot of arguments among the staff, and apparently it's my fault somehow. Strawmeyer is not happy with me. Hope it will calm down. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out the way they think that's going to work out. Also, it concerns me that they said it would survive for thousands of years. Because when you think about the universe in context of billions of years, or even millions of years, you're not really saving it for that long if all you're doing is a few thousand. Even if it's 100,000. And there's like, what, 100 people down here? You're gonna have a super big artificial universe with 100 people in it? I feel like I just breathe negativity somehow. I'm not trying to be like that. This is just how it shows up in my head. This is how I process it. Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the ARC. As I've explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. To not frighten Catherine, I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and placing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down, quickly causing my own demise. When you discover the truth behind my death, know there's no tragedy to mourn, for I am victorious. I advise you all to do the same and join me inside the ARC. Sincerely, Mark Sarang. I'm going to have some questions for Mark when we get in there. Or MarkBot number 1. You know, I don't actually know what I'm looking for. I see that the folders are kind of... UHO? These photos are so blurry, I can't really tell what they are. Chun Lab? Oh, I see. The stuff is just starting to sprout up, and everybody's like, what even is this stuff? Also, I think it's kind of curious that Catherine wouldn't want us going through her room. Because she said that her scans were from, like, the one that she's based off of, was from a very early on. It was like one of the first scans that she did of herself. So she might find things in her room that would tell her a hell of a lot more about what's going on, because it was from weeks, if not months, possibly years after. So while all I did was mess with her clothes and her pillow, there was still valid reasoning for us to go in there. That doesn't open. That does. Always goes to a dark place. When this didn't open and I saw the red at the top, which is also up there, so it's not true, I immediately thought this thing had a body in it, and that was blood. And that was the reason that it was jammed shut. Oh, maybe it's because I find things like this. That might do it. Eee. It's the ARC stuff from the Paradise thingy. They're all super happy. Are his art skills about as good as mine, or did the kids draw this for him? Alright, I think mine are a little better than that. Alright, I could do without that sound effect. Ah, cat picture detected. I have found a tabby. I think, anyway. And another happy arc picture. We're all dying anyway. I'm all in. I put my faith in Sarang. And the continuity. I see. So, he lost... Yeah, he killed himself. Much suicide, don't handle it. Perspective. That thing's up on a ledge in the very front, and then there in the background. It's not that big. I'm really surprised nothing has attacked me yet. That's just a Healy thing. Was there no reason for me to come down here? Yeah, that's just a Healy thing. I knew there was monsters. That needs to quit happening every time I come in here. Especially now that I know there's actually stuff out here. Yeah, the bathrooms? Nah. I think we're okay. I'm pretty sure there was another... Every time, man! It's like the horror movies, where you're like, God, why in the hell would you go through that door? But then you're like, alright, I have to be that guy. I think I actually heard somebody explain it like that before. I see.
This is where I did my scan. And all the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scan before I could start making promises.
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Maser tool? What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please! I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the art project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
Yeah, I don't know how they would hide that. Also, people should quit killing themselves. Error code, unable to connect. Router problems. Everywhere. Also, sorry about the spinning. It might be kind of jarring. That's just a bad habit of mine. Whenever I can't do anything, I have a tendency to just spin. Wasn't this open? Like, this is clearly cut off by the door. Did closing this other one also close that? It did. I didn't think it'd do that. Frickin' chair. Wow, it's actually heavy. It's like a bear in Skyrim.
Ah, I see.
What?
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
Dencomp. The Nanami composition. Compressed Nakajima neurograph. Author Nakajima Shin. Name Nanami. Sex female. Japanese. Berg. David Munchie? Alberg, November 27th, 1984. Death. Oh, does it actually say their death on there? I don't know how I glossed over that. 2021.
David Munchie. How did this... What is this?
Berg and Munchie did each other. But why did they decide to put Jared in? How is Jared important in this?
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Munchie's templates. A legacy scan.
Erase data.
Okay, that's it.
Wow, that was fun.
That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
It was freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are gonna run tests for a week or so, then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Way.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're gonna keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed.
That's really pretty light. Just some extra cardio. And a diet plan? For a living, man?
The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some use.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be okay with that? Using it for my research?
Sure. It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash. Everything up till now. The brain damage. You guys, everything. It's made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. Wasted.
Wow.
What's a legacy scan?
They're historic templates for AI construction. Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they're great for learning. They come with every development kit.
So, my brain scan turned into a template for artificial intelligence.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along. Waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
June 1st, 2015. Wait a minute. June 1st, 2015? Yeah, I realized it was just a month later. He recorded that the day he died. How was he there and, like, walking around and talking to them and stuff? Or was that in a hospital? There was a beeping. Maybe they were in a hospital bed? That was the day he died.
Welcome to my place. When I started the art project, I pretty much lived in this lab.
Cozy.
My kingdom for a router that works.
This is where I would store the ARC scans.
Are they similar to my legacy file?
No, yours is flatter, if that makes sense, less dynamic.
Thanks. That makes me feel much better.
Okay. So I think we got roughly one hallway done. And next time we'll do roughly the other hallway?
The last report filed by the staff mentioned struggling with something called a proxy. The proxy we killed was blind, just like Akers, but it listens. Careful, we spotted 2 more by the infirmary.
What do they look like?
Not sure. It seems to be human enough to pass for a crew member at a distance. Tall, dark, and ultimately faceless seems to be what to look out for.
I'll keep my eyes open.
That seems like the kind of stuff you can't unsee. Like, if he wasn't already dead 100 years ago, and a robot, terrifying. Anyway, we're going through the Oogity Boogity door next time. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.
The legacy scan of me that was on the computer. What did you use it for?
It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent a whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
What? No, Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots and machinery and let them roam free. That'd be really cruel. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines thinking they are people is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the Ark.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Okay, now goodbye.